Apparently I did not get what I paid for. This evening we find ourselves just outside of Alpine, Wyoming, right next to the Palisades Reservoir, which is fed by the Snake River. The location we're at is just across the border into Idaho. And this evening I decided to go ahead and take the 7D out. I've been neglected for a few years now, and it's going to turn my 100 to 400 into 620 or 640 due to the 1.6 crop. And we got here last night because we came through the Teton National Forest yesterday. Don't know how that's going to work out because going through the Tetons is actually a morning location, and since the sun comes up at like 5:30 in the morning, I'm not a morning person. Did get a few shots of bison and everything yesterday, maybe a couple of shots of mountains. But when we leave this location, we're gonna head back north to Jackson, and there's a road that'll take you around the backside, the west side of the Tetons. And here you can get some pretty nice photographs from that side. And also I gotta stay in this location for a few more days anyway. Got some stuff going on at home. I just gotta make sure I have service. We're just walking through the wetland part of this with our 7D and see if we can't capture some decent images of some birds. So we're gonna wander through here, see what we come across. It is very wet and I'm nowhere near the water. Walking through, just stepping random pools. These hiking boots I got are supposed to be waterproof, but I can feel my feet getting wet already. So now you're going over the top. So much for $150 boots. Awesome. Apparently I did not get what I paid for. So we're gonna carry on, wet feet or not. Really gonna invest in some mud boots. I am just getting further and further away from this water. It's so wet here, my feet are soaked. So we're just gonna get back to dry land and head back toward the truck where I already know there's birds. Walking out here earlier, I stopped here. There's a few of those white pelicans, a couple seagulls, another type of bird. They're gone now. Right over here behind me, my truck's parked back there, and the road goes all the way up until it starts backflowing with water. And yesterday evening and this morning, there were some birds. They keep coming back to that spot. So they're backlit, and every time I try to walk around, get the backside on where the sun's actually hitting them, I kept scaring them away. So now I was gonna walk over here since I'm past it, kind of sit there and see if any of them come around. But that's not gonna work out. The water there is way too deep, and apparently my boots are not waterproof. We come back on the other side where I was talking about those birds yesterday evening, this morning, where we kind of hang out here, see if they come back. We'll just shoot some birds backlit. Once that sun goes down, yesterday evening, I got some decent shots. See what we come up with. But right now, there's only two smaller birds. I don't know what kind they are. Right now, that sun blast me is reflecting off this water and just blinding me. Because I can't use any sunglasses when I'm trying to shoot. They're being backlit by such strong light. I'm overexposing 2/3 or even a whole stop, blowing out the background a little bit, but at least I can get the bird lit a bit more. So we'll keep hanging out here, see if anything else comes around. And the only downside to using the 7D opposed to my 5D, I'm not able to crop in as much. With a 1.6 crop, I'm getting more out of my lens. But on the plus side, the frames per second is a little bit faster, so birds in flight have a better chance of getting a good shot opposed to my 5D, which actually only has 3 frames per second. It's not really built for speed. Thinking about what I might do is, because that sun is still pretty high. I mean, it's after 7, but again, sunset's not until 9 o'clock. If I go away, some more birds might come in. So we'll see what happens. But we're just gonna go back to the truck. It's right there, and hope some other birds come by. All right, one of those birds came back to that spot. It's still there. We're gonna leave them. As I was walking out here, two of these pelicans, hopefully I got them coming in lane. I just held the trigger down and kept shooting. They're decent ways out, but I figured why they're still a little bit close. And that sun is shining on them. Oh, man. Damn it. Well, that sucks. Just as I turn talking to you, I turn around and he's taking off, just splashing, taking off right towards me. That's how it is, I guess. If you're not paying attention, you miss things like that. Hopefully, we got a couple in flight. We'll see how they come out. So let's turn our attention back to these guys over here. Took my boots off earlier. They're soaked. So roll my pants up, bare feet. Water right here is pretty warm. Cleaned up bird I was photographing last night, I think. Oh no, he's a little bit different. I don't know. When I was photographing last night, had a long narrow beak like this guy does, but it curved up, and they had more of a tan head and white. See if he has any friends that come and join him. Sun's finally gone down past that mountain a little bit ago, and I stood up and walked away. The one and only bird we had in this pool here, scared him off. He hasn't come back yet. I think we still got some decent shots of him while he was here, and then got a few more shots of some seagulls and pelicans. And earlier when we were waiting to come back out here, waiting for those birds to come back out, I heard a bunch of herons over there on the other side of the field we were trying to get to earlier, but it's just so wet in that grass, you just can't get anywhere close to them without having big boots on. But all in all, I think decent night. I think we got some decent shots. Just wanted to get this old 7D out and see what she could do. It's been a while since I've used it. One great thing about nature and wildlife photography is really, if you get anything or not, you're just out here in nature. It's quiet, listening to the birds and different animals. So all in all, I enjoyed it. We're gonna head back to the truck. My nice warm shower is waiting for me. So we'll see you guys on the next one.